Yo, so Gail here at my desk, and it's 8:44 as we start this. A little evening word and some Sidereal Astrology to go with it. So we'll clear the space, which is always wise when we're talking about energies. But as you can see, with Sidereal Astrology, the new moon is in Gemini, conjunct to a Mercury in retrograde, which in France today is Bastille Day, and all of, well, what goes along with that. And if you don't know and can't be bothered to take a look, Bastille was a prison in the 18th century, a symbol of the Bourbon monarchy. And the French, well, they've taken their monarchy down, and I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to help each and every one of us find our own sovereignty. So, Gemini, the twins, which is actually ruled by Mercury. So even though Gemini is not very strong in either the sun or the moon, obviously the presence of Mercury in retrograde is very poignant this new moon. So Gemini is about learning about the rational aspects of life through communicating with and learning from others. I'll move that along a bit so you can see. It helps us to be attuned to our inner personality, to articulate and be expressive, slightly inquisitive and open. Now, if Gemini is your moon sign, you will be highly emotional, have a high emotional IQ when you feel secure. But now when we have the moon and the sun together, it's getting us to look at this inner world. And if it's in retrograde, I don't tend to think of it as negative. Think of Mercury and the planets as they move, because they're not really going backwards. That's just how they seem from the position of the Earth. They're in fact spiraling, or it's more like a slalom. So if you were to ski downhill direct, well, you end up going really fast and you might miss some things along the way. So let's see the Mercury retrograde more as a slalom ski, so that we can take more of the piste in an undulating movement, as basically it's all about integration and synergizing information. Otherwise we just go too fast and miss everything. And the point really is to slow down and savor, or savoir, to see. So this new moon might help us to open our eyes a little bit to dig a little bit deeper and understand what already is. So we could start our evenings off before we go to sleep by thanking the universe for showing us that our issues are already solved, which goes quite well with today's lesson 84, that love holds no grievances, and for us not to be tempted to attack ourselves, to remember that love, which is the universe, created us as itself. So this is a really nice bit of music created by a friend. As I pull a few cards until the end. Now, I was asked to put my cards down and sing. And anyway, I've never really read them for anyone. I've always just read them in along with the movements of the moon and the sun. I will put in the description the name of my teacher if you want your chart read by him. Or you can contact me of made-of-light.fr if you'd like yours done. You're best to look at my site and see my pricing page. I have a bit of a unique way of working. You pay for how much you earn within an hour, keeping everything on the straight and narrow, no hierarchy and no idols. So come on, cards, let's see what we get. These are the dragons. Usually one will stick in my hand or flip out a little bit. Come on. And if there's nothing, there's nothing. And we'll just get on with that. The next one. Let's see. The blue dragon of the Pleiades. Which prepares us for the garrison, the healing of source. And that goes very nicely with this new moon, I think, of course, to accept the activation of our hearts and to give and receive the healing of our hearts. As a child, I always wanted to be a fairy. As I sat in Oxley's woods and hung out with those bluebells. And there we are, that was very quick. Admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. So be curious, be practical. Take a flexible approach to find the knowledge which is deep inside. See, the cards don't lie. Because really, we're all within this golden orb. It's just for us to remember. And these, as you can see, my cards are really old. The crystal skull. Oh, this is quite fun. I didn't know how I would do this. For years I wrote on my site and didn't get very many visits. So I will be there again, continuing my blog, trying to link it with the way I'm doing it here, writing and drawing, creating and being me. For 23 years of creating a family. I call it the attempt of a tante amicale to try and heal the war between the French and the English. And there we go, we get the labyrinth. How apt is that? In order to get to the middle of our hearts, sometimes it is a balancing act. But can you see there? The sword has been laid down. There is no need for attack and defense. So as we look upon everything, when we remember our Creator, and our Creator did not create these wars or any form of unpleasant behavior. And as we grow those eyes and slow down and really see, this is a photo of me in Africa looking out at lake. I can't remember the name right now, but can you see if I bring it closer? This is before numeric cameras, and there are orbs everywhere. As I looked upon Mother Earth, cycles, some are long and some are short. Mercury is the fastest of them all. So with this new moon, let's think about the next 28 days, which could completely change it all. I've been told or asked, or I decide to do this with each new and full moon, and then in between with the quarter and the 3/4, so the cycles can be linked together. I'm teaching the Course in Miracles, and we're already at lesson 84. So let's just finish this off with a chime of my bowl. And a little bit of sandalwood to make sure that the information we receive is pure and relevant. And I can assure you, if you come here, there'll never be any fear or disillusion or anything, because we're learning how to create miracles, to heal and to be healed, to save and to save. That's all. And it was 13:33 as I said that. And we'll blow this out and leave the smoke. And I'll wave goodbye. And thank you very much.